If you received a copy of this link, it's because I'm providing you an opportunity to hear an audio recording of board minutes where I spoke on December the 10th, 2013, January the 14th, 2014, and January the 28th, 2014. Each tape will be broken up on these YouTube videos. I currently have the January 14th, 2014 tape that you'll hear in this segment. As you can see, the district labeled this video tape, or this audio tape, regular business meeting of 1/14/14. I forwarded the audio recording pretty close to where I speak, or where the board member or the board president introduces me.
Thank you very much.
Thanks. I received a card that did not have a name on it. It relates to an unfair labor practice in the subject line, and I believe that this is accompanying the packet submitted by Ivette Rivera. So you have 3 minutes.
Thank you, board, for this time. I'm actually here to correct the meeting notes from the last meeting. On December the 10th, I came here and I provided the board 3 folders in the morning at the committee meeting. I assumed that the board would have a chance to look at that. So instead, today I made copies and I provided each board member a copy. And Director Coleman, I'm happy that you're here because I know last time you weren't here and I missed you. I'm not sure if I should be speaking in the public forum about the issues identified in my folder. I don't know if that is something that can be talked about in a closed session, since I have questions about a policy and a procedure and the interpretation of an arbitration agreement that had major influence on my right to due process for the past 8 years. I'm more than happy to table this until the next board meeting, but I am very happy that I had a chance to run over to the copy store and make copies for each of you before this meeting. And that's all I have for right now. I can come back to the next board meeting, or maybe even at a closed session, to discuss this in length. Anybody has any questions for me?
The public comment during, you have 2 opportunities for public comment at our board meetings. There's the 11 o'clock meeting and our 1:15 meeting.
Yes.
And there's usually a lighter agenda and fewer people in the audience at 11 o'clock. The board does have the information in front of you, but we are limited by the Brown Act to just providing a brief response. It's not
don't even need a response.
Yeah. I think you do deserve a response about the procedure and the process for these kinds of employment and civil service actions. So I will ask our staff to contact you regarding that.
And can I please receive a written response to my concerns?
I'm not sure what the scope of the memo will be, but somebody on the staff will get back to you and copy the board on that.
Okay. I have 3 items in the folder. One, I believe the policy and procedure for the grievance process violates the Meyers-Milias-Brown Act, and I wanted to know if the district has any thoughts on that. 2, my interpretation of the arbitration agreement is that the district was told that the general grounds foreman is a supervisor, and the title was changed to supervisor. And I received the general grounds foreman job description yesterday from our Human Resources Department, and it has the exact duties that I have been performing for the past 8 years. And then the last thing is the folder does contain emails from the union and HR that cover the past 8 years, where my pleas to have this addressed have been ignored.
Thank you for coming to the board. We all have your packet. It's been distributed to each member of the board.
I appreciate your time.
Has a copy been distributed to the staff?
Yes.
Great, so that way they'll be able to review it and
Yes,
provide you a
in fact,
response.
I'll leave another copy right now for the staff.
Move to the, thank you. We move to the consent calendar.
Mr. President, may I just be sure that the board is aware that we included in the January 9th packet a brief information memo on this situation?
Thanks for the reminder. And Director Mellon?
And I'll move items 2 through 5, 7, 8, 9, and 11.
Second.
Let's take a vote on the